what that tastes like and I don't like it.
Today's story has to do with cabbage. No, it doesn't. Tacos. No, it didn't. And I disappeared. So, Tina and I, before kids, BK, we would take road trips and vacations and things, and we loved to go to Red River, New Mexico, which when you go to Red River, New Mexico, like 95% of the license plates there are from Texas. And then after kids, we took the kids to Red River every summer. It was great. And we would leave early in the morning, about 3 o'clock, because between here or in Oklahoma City when we were there, and Amarillo, there's nothing. You don't want to stop and look at the scenery because unless you like tumbleweed and barbed wire fences, that's about all you're gonna get. By the time we made it to Amarillo, we could stop and have breakfast and then head up into Dumas and Dalhart, and then we would get into New Mexico from there. We took her car. She had a standard shift Mustang. Great little car. And so we make it to Amarillo, and it's still dark out, and Tina's asleep. She snored so loud it would wake up coyotes, and then the whole groups of coyotes would go to the car as we're driving by, and they'd hold up signs and say, "Make her stop!" Oh! I had no idea that coyotes knew how to write and speak English. Probably only happens in Texas. Why is that pointing this way? And I know we're going to pass through Dumas before we get to Dalhart. On the road, waving at all the ladies driving by. "Hey, how you doing?" They'd hold up numbers. 10, they give me a 10. Someone give me a 15 or a 20. 20. 15 would be like, there. All of a sudden, the car just dies. Everything goes off. The electric, the engine, everything dies. And so I shift into neutral really quick, and I'm like, whoa. That's never happened before. So I'm like, that's weird. And Tina actually at this point answered me when I said that's weird. She went, this is not good. So we wait a little bit, and I'm all ready to get out and do like all guys do and get out and open the hood, look at the engine like you know what you're doing. Yeah, open the hood. Oh, I can see what the problem is right here. And if another guy's there, he'd be like, "Oh, I know what you mean. I know exactly what the problem is. What do you think? What do you think? Maybe if I move this around a little bit. Okay, yeah, I got this under control. Okay, try and start it." I don't know what's going on. I mean, I knew how to work on cars, but this was a new one. And I coast quietly to the side of the road. And I kind of wait. Didn't have the internet back then. Didn't have a phone that had any kind of service. Snacks. This is cat food, so I'd probably... Well, no, it may be good. It's not bad. It's like tuna flavored potato chips. So I wait for a few minutes, and then I try the car again. And it started up. Hey, oh yeah, averted that disaster. Didn't have to get a tow truck, pay a couple $1,000 to get the car fixed, get a hotel. And next thing I see is a sign that says, "Welcome to Dalhart." Where'd Dumas go? Because to get to Dalhart, you have to go to Dumas. So at this point, Tina's still sleeping. How does she do that? I am looking at my watch Okay, what time was it when I pulled over? What might have happened? Okay, I know we had to go through Dumas to get to Dalhart, but now we're in Dalhart. We're getting close to Dalhart. We're on the way to Dalhart. This cannot be because we have to go through Dumas. And what time was it? I have no clue. But I'm terrified. First thing that comes to mind. First thing. We were picked up by aliens. I mean, think about it. You know you have to go through a town. You don't get to that town and you are at your next move is you are at the next town. You completely left out about a 30-minute, 45-minute trip. This is where you put on your tinfoil hat. Aliens. Aliens picked us up. Kept us, did God knows what with us, and then dropped us near Dalhart. I knew it. Aluminum foil. Can you read that backwards? And how does my mother-in-law say it? She's from England. She says, aluminum. Barry, could you bring me the aluminum? And I'm, what? The aluminum in the drawer. Could you give me the aluminum? I don't know what that is. And you know how they say banana? Barry, could you get me a banana? So I continue driving, but I, at this point, am just terrified. I have no idea what happened. We got picked up by aliens. We lost time, at least 30 to 45 minutes. We're plunked down, coming up upon Dalhart. We completely missed Dumas. And at that time, we were like 23, 24 years old. We were young. Here's what I felt like what happened. I felt like we disappeared. We keep driving, and the next thing I see, after being unbelievably traumatized by the thought that we completely missed a city, here comes the population sign for Dumas. We had not been picked up by aliens. I can take this off now. Ooh. You ever seen My Favorite Martian? We had not been picked up by a UFO. There were no aliens. We didn't need our tinfoil hats. I love telling this story because it's the night we got picked up by aliens, and we really weren't picked up by aliens. The sign that I saw as we were driving was a welcome to Dalhart billboard, not a sign that was depicting the population. It was a promotional sign. That's the night I thought we got picked up by aliens. Life is good. Glad you're here. Love telling these stories. Or maybe they made us think we didn't get picked up. That's what happened to us. True story. Glad you're here. Have a great week, great weekend. Keep tuning in so I can tell you more stories. I gotta go. Tune in again. Thank you so much.